Forgotten FBI, Episode 2, by Mennigen. The Countdown. Read by Ned Irving. Prologue. A metal monstrosity descended over New York City. The clock in the cockpit of the Boeing 787 showed 4 minutes after midnight, Eastern Standard Time. None of the 300 passengers on the Dreamliner knew that the pilot was sending a distress call to the tower at JFK. The crew could no longer steer the plane. The controls weren't responding at all, and this, just as the plane was about to land. The co-pilot pushed and pulled all sorts of knobs and switches, but to no avail. Every warning lamp in the cockpit was flashing, and alarms were sounding. And then, bizarrely, after a few minutes, the plane stopped descending and leveled off at an altitude of around 4,000 feet, flying on its own. As if controlled remotely or by a ghost, the plane suddenly changed its prescribed course and headed towards Manhattan. The brutal maneuver forced the Boeing into an acute angle, and if the passengers hadn't been buckled in, they would have been thrown out of their seats. Carry-on bags flew out of carelessly closed overhead storage bins, and other loose objects were tossed around. It was then that most of the people on board the plane realized in horror that within minutes they could be crashing right into the heart of New York City. Cursing under his breath, Jeremiah Cotton went through the baffling security procedures at the entrance to the G-Team's headquarters. His hair was unkempt. His black sweater and leather jacket looked like they had been carelessly tossed on, and the stubble on his face was further proof of his hasty departure from home. Shortly after 0100 hours, he stepped into the control center of the Special FBI unit. Its headquarters occupied the vast majority of the basement of this featureless gray building complex. There was a whole collection of high-tech gadgets, mostly high-performance computer terminals and HD monitors, which cast a ghastly glow over the large semi-darkened room. A first glance into the room, which resembled a cross between a NASA command center and a futuristic spaceship bridge, would give the impression that it was ruled by chaos. People incessantly scurried back and forth, moving hurriedly between the chrome and glass desks.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?